And now we continue our exclusive interview with volunteer soldier Yao Kuan-chun. The 20-year-old just returned from a tour of action in Ukraine, where he provided logistical support to the Ukrainian army.
Tonight we'll get his views on the possibility of Beijing's involvement in the war. He claims that false reports were circulated that he had been captured, apparently an effort to influence opinion on Taiwan. And we learn about the troubling reality of espionage in Ukraine.
Yao thinks spies could be a serious problem if Taiwan ever has to defend itself from China. Please note, this report contains descriptions of violence that may disturb some viewers.
As the Russian invasion of Ukraine continues, Taiwan is captivated by the testimony of volunteer soldier Yao Kuan-chun. He just returned from serving as logistical support on the front line, where he says he saw traces of Chinese involvement in the war through multiple channels.
I can't say for sure directly that China was doing something, but there were definitely Asians speaking Chinese. This is quite sensitive. They would use any kind of pretext to get close to you and follow along with you in assistance work. They were kitted out very similarly. I met one who I took to an area quite close to the front, but there were all kinds of signs I picked up on and I thought they were really suspicious. We're talking about psychological warfare, right? For me to be subjected to Chinese propaganda even in Ukraine, I thought that was too much.
Even on the battlefield, getting a whiff of propaganda was tough for Yao. He says that Beijing is also waging a disinformation war.
I was shocked that there were reports I had been captured, and not just me, but also a friend I had there. The report said both of us were to be wrongly sent back to China, and people even said we weren't proper soldiers, so the Russians can do whatever they like with us. We saw incredibly horrific things there, including how they treated prisoners of war and ordinary civilians. We would never let ourselves be captured. However dire a situation we were in, we would keep back a final round of bullets in our pocket. If we couldn't kill ourselves, our team members would find a way to end our lives before we got captured.
It seems Beijing's influence is even in Ukraine. Apart from enemy forces, Yao also had to contend with a fifth column.
We wouldn't ever go into action alone. Why not? Because you never know who you might run into. Who is this person dressed in civilian clothing? Maybe they stash a lot of food in their house and then in the evening their contacts send it to the enemy. There were people sheltering enemy soldiers. There were enemy special agents and our own special agents. Your situation, the safe point for the things you're storing up, they want to know all that. They want to know how you operate, how you set up your supply line. They want to kill you and take your stuff.
Enemy spies are often deployed to thwart supply lines. Yao says the same thing could easily happen in Taiwan.
Some people in Taiwan want to unify with China. It's the same as Ukraine. There are some of them who want to unite with Russia. They're waiting for the Russian army to come so they can get a new passport. So back to Taiwan. If something does happen between the two sides, those people will be an extremely strong opposing force on the inside. Firstly, they'll destroy all your frontline organization or your backup organization. They'll resist, not cooperate, or attack you or kill you. All those things are very possible.
Yao's experience in Ukraine has given him a new perspective on the horrors of war and how it can lead neighbours to turn on each other. He says that faced with China's military might, Taiwan should get ready.